Hello. 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 What's up? Hey, it's Sunday. It's not our normal time, but who cares? I'm live because I want to finish the deathracer because we almost got it done yesterday, but I don't want to wait till Tuesday. So here we are. How you doing? How you doing? Let's get the music going. Hopefully this finished printing soon because I think I need that. But yeah, I started fiddling. I know I wanted to finish on the stream, so I was going to finish it on Tuesday. But then I started fiddling with stuff, which is kind of good because I had to drill holes through a steel rod, which sucks. But luckily my toolbox is here, so I have some like carbide drills. So I've got my holes drilled through it. And then I started fiddling and doing stuff, and then I'm like, wait a minute. I can't deny you guys content. You guys love content. I'm a YouTuber. I make content. So I figure, hey, I'll go live. I was gonna go live earlier, out for a day apple picking with the family. And I was like, hey, when I get back, I'll go live. And I set it all up, and then I'm like, wait a minute, Steve Builds is streaming, and I don't like streaming on his time slot because he doesn't stream on mine. It's professional courtesy. So here we are now. How's everyone doing? To be 30 something to have that energy. 34. What screen is on the V2 that is printing? That's a panel do. It's from a duet panel do. Something fell off. Hopefully that's not important. We went apple picking. Dude, it was busy. I'm thinking like the first weekend of February is like an apple picking weekend with some people, because it was really busy. So we're gonna carry on with the deathracer. If you don't know what it is, link in the description. Go check out Sam Prentice. This kind of was an impromptu, well, not an impromptu, it was kind of a thing he did for fun at Murph. There were a couple people that built them. Joel tried to build one, it broke. But apparently a bunch of people are building these for Earth, which is next week, this Friday. I'm going there. So it's now kind of a thing, and I built one and we broke it. So within like, how long did this servo work for before it died? So first things first, I ripped the servos out completely. We're not doing arm servos. So I can move it if I want to, you know, for playing with it. I can position them, but I ripped the servos out because I already had one die. I only had one spare, and these are the servos that gave me so many issues on the Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder because they kept dying, and they're the only ones I have, and I'm not going to get more before Earth. So YOLO, no servos. They're cosmetic anyways. But what I did do, you can see right there, we have a fan, and that is plugged directly into the receiver. So we got a little, that's actually a Revo fan. I had one sitting around, it's 5 volts. The receiver outputs anywhere from, I think it's like 6.8 to 7 point something volts. So it's overvolted a little bit, but I trust E3D's quality when it comes to the servos they source, or the fans they source. It could take a little bit extra power. It just means more cooling, which means it won't overheat because it'll cool more, right? Right? You can't overheat a fan because the fan cools itself, right? Something like that. So yeah, so that's wired right in. So what do we got to do today to wrap this up? Put the bludger arm in, connect the death switch, which if you don't know how a deathracer works, it has a bludgeoning arm, and the goal is to knock your opponent's head off, which turns off the robot. So yeah, so that is the plan. Limit of my apple picking opportunities around here is grocery store gallon of cider. I did pick up a jug of hard apple cider for later though, so that's good. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I wanted to make sure I was mounting this properly. So the servo is mounted. This is the 25 kilogram servo. This part was a pain because to mount the bludger arm, the screws go through the top of this printed part, through the rod, through the bottom of the printed part, into the arm of the servo. And then that sits on, and then you put screws through there. This is a stainless steel rod. It is fun drilling through a 6mm stainless rod with a 3.5 to 4mm drill bit. So I took my Dremel, I ground a flat, And then very patiently, I drilled through it using a carbide drill bit that I happen to have in my toolbox that I totally didn't steal from the shop I used to work at. I love hard siders, are delicious. And then the bludger arm we're gonna modify because I don't want to drill more holes through that. So we're gonna, when we get to it, we'll get to it. So I guess we'll start with that. We'll work with the bludger and work our way back. So we'll get everything built on this, do everything we need to connect everything together properly, and finish it up. Also, because I'm waiting on a single part. Daddy's working. Dada's fixing the robot? Yeah. Who's that?
Dada.
That's not Dada, that's the robot.
No, I want to cake.
Oh, don't know, because you are dropping stuff lately. You have been dropping a lot of stuff. What are you doing in here? You're not supposed to be in here. Every time you come in here, you end up breaking something. I used to have a printer on the bottom here, and then one day I'm like, why are all the fan blades broken? And so I'm working on something, Calvin comes in and he just starts spinning the fan and breaking the blades on it. I'm like, oh, that's why the fan blades are broken. That makes sense. Okay. Heat sets. So first things first, I've already drilled the hole through here and I've actually epoxied it in, okay? Or E6000 it in. So this should never come apart, okay? And then we're gonna pin it with some screws too. But for the bludger itself, okay, it's supposed to be the same thing, but I don't want to drill 2 more holes through this rod. It sucks. So what I've done is I've just taken my grinder and just dished it in 2 spots. And on here, I'm gonna just shove 2 heat sets in here and here. And then I could just shove it on, put some screws on it, bottom out with a little bit of Loctite, and then it shouldn't move anywhere. And we'll just call it there. How the hell did you drill through a stainless steel rod? With a drill. How else will you drill through it? What I did was I ground a flat with my Dremel. So I ground a flat, so you're no longer trying to drill into a cylinder. And then I put it in, and then I went with the drill bit, and I drilled it just to mark where it was, and then I put it in my vise. And then I had a carbide drill, because I used to work in a tool shop, and I had a carbide drill that was roughly the size that I needed, and I drilled it through. So if you're wondering what the holes look like, let me show you a picture of my 2 holes. Let me pull it up here. Ooh, there we go. Can I go full screen? Ah, whatever. There it is. So that's what it looked like. So I ground a flat and then I drilled the 2 holes through. So, yeah. Could use a EDM. You could use an EDM. Fun fact, years ago, I built my own V6 heater block. I machined my own out of some, I think it was Moldmax was the material, or Amco, I can't remember. But either way, I made my own, and then you know how you have that slot there so that when you screw it together, it crushes onto the heater cartridge? I just brought it to the wire EDM guy at work, and I'm like, can you cut me a slot in here? He's like, yeah, sure. So. Now we're gonna put some heat sets in here. Hopefully this works. This should work. I mean, worst comes to worst, I could just epoxy this on and it'll never come out. But I may want to swap out my bludger at some point, so I'd rather not. High-speed steel is sharper and tends to grab, yeah, those are types of metal. Yeah, regular high-speed steel. I originally did try it with a high-speed steel drill. The problem was I didn't really have any that were the right size. And I don't have a, well, I have a grinder. I got to fix it up. But, I want to be able to, I wasn't able to sharpen them, basically, for the type of metal I was cutting through. So all I had was like shitty woodworking. Well, not woodworking, but like your crappy drill bits, right? Not like good drill bits. I have good drill bits, but they're not the right size I needed because I just have random sizes. So go. And we are going to use some flatheads for this, or some actual proper. Wow, I'm running really low on M3 screws. Holy shit. Okay, we're going to use button heads. The flatheads, okay. Making good progress. I'm about to put the bludger together. Yeah, that'll work. And then for the bludger, Steve, I did drill the hole through, but I'm not doing it for the actual end. I just dished it with my Dremel. And then I just shoved some heat sets in there, and I'm going to basically line them up and just basically use them as set screws. So. Ah, there's my hammer. There we go. You just ended up doing a hole. I'm hoping this works. I just didn't feel like drilling another hole. I think I grabbed the wrong screw here for this, but whatever. Bottom that out. Yeah, that works. See if I can find the right size screw though. Yeah, it's a pain to drill through the rod. This is like I don't want to critique it, because this was like just kind of a fun design that's now a thing. So it wasn't designed for like everyone to build. This was like a niche thing that a bunch of people are now building. But there's quite a few ways that this could be tweaked and adjusted to be a lot more friendlier of a build. Oop. Okay, I pulled the heat set out, so we got to put that back in. So I got to seat these in a little deeper. Like, there's really nothing pulling these off, so they're really... I gotta talk to Big Papa Joey P at Earth and convince him to sell those conspiracy aprons. Honestly, guys, as fun as it is to joke about it, because it is a joke, don't need any more antagonizing than already exists. So how about we just kind of move on to other things. Ah, perfect. I could steal stuff from this kit. So how big is that screw? M6. Yeah, so 16 mil. So hopefully DFH sent me some extra gubbins here. 25, 8, 25, M310s, M316s. Yay! Hopefully DFH hooked me up with some extras. If not, that's a future Taylor problem. What's the length of the rod? I use 250. I don't know how long you're actually allowed. Like, there's no... You use what you want, basically, but I use 250. The longer the rod, though, the... If you clothesline somebody with it, I think if you have a longer rod, the odds of the servo giving out, like not being able to hold it because of science, are different, I think. Yeah, see, M3 16 I need, and I think 12 is 2. Yeah, actually. Can I use a 12 M3 12? Is 12 good enough? Or do I have M3 12s? M3 8, M3 25, M3 12. Try M312. Cat is $295 for the rod. Then maybe I used a 300mm rod. I can't remember. I have the rod right there. Like I have a knife over. Wait, no, these are M320s. That's it, right? I don't have M312s. Okay, whatever. We're using longer screws than I need. Whatever. It isn't going anywhere anyways. It's just more stuff to hit you with. There we go. So that is that. That is that. I'll mount. So this is the bludger arm. So this moves on the back of the robot. And that's what you use to knock your opponent. Okay. How long of a rod did I use? I have a 250 rod. But I didn't mount this right at the end. So I got a little bit shorter of a rod. Also, that's a counterweight. So if it's hanging off the back of your robot and you gun it, you're much more likely to flip. So I'm going for a shorter rod. The grand plan with this, by the way, for those that don't know my plan, okay, here is my plan, okay. If you notice, I have nothing on my side plates. My driver is generic. I'm gray manning this shit. I'm going to hide and not stand out and hope nobody notices me until the end, and then I go in for the kill. I don't want to be the big bright one that stands out that everyone goes for. I'm gonna be that guy that just kind of hides until the very end and then just sneaks in for the win. That's the plan. Now, will it work? We'll find out. Oh, this is done printing. Yay, I needed these parts. Okay. So, I believe this goes on like this. Yeah, I'm trying to fit some of these on. It's kind of fun. There we go. Matt Lamb! Remember, for 6 months you forgot to engagement mute that part. What part? I don't do the engagement mute anymore. Somebody got very angry about it, so I only do it when I actually call it out. Because somebody got very angry about it. Why we can't have nice things anymore, apparently. A wild stream. Exactly. I got nothing to do. I feel like streaming. Got to be done before about 8 though. So I would like to get this done and wrapped up so that I could spend a couple days playing around with it before Earth, just to make sure it's all good to go. I'm not super competitive with this. If I get knocked out in the first round, it's gonna suck because, you know, I'd rather, you know, stick around for a bit, but it's, you know, I don't have anything riding on this. What was for dinner? I made panko breaded haddock with scalloped potatoes. So it was quite good. Since when do you care about one person getting angry? Oh no, I'm just calling out the fact that one person got angry. Like if I made a, you know, a conspiracy video about every time somebody said one comment that got me angry, this wouldn't be a 3D printing channel or tech channel right now. By the way, in case you haven't noticed, I'm trying to branch out into more stuff that's not exactly 3D printing related, like this. Can't just build printers all day. Sounds delicious. It was, we bought the packs of frozen haddock fillets at Costco. So what I did was I did the defrosted the haddock, obviously. Potatoes, I just sliced them up on the mandolin. Some garlic, olive oil, Parmesan, salt, pepper. That was that. And then for the haddock, I did egg, mayonnaise, and a little bit of olive oil. Whipped that up into like almost like a paste, like a very light paste, like it was like kind of a liquidy paste. Brushed that on the haddock, and then I took some panko breadcrumbs, melted butter, parsley, salt, pepper. I can't remember if I put the lemon on after, a little lemon zest maybe. Covered the haddock, and then all that went into the oven. It was good. Relatively inexpensive. Okay, so that is that. And then there's this part that goes on that. Which printer did you cook it on? Does that go right through? The General Electric. Cooking with Nero. Hey, if anyone here works at HelloFresh, I'm down. I'm down for the HelloFresh sponsor. I'll do it. Nope, did I put it on backwards? I did. There we go. That meal made HelloFresh sound basic. Hey, I've used HelloFresh a few times. It's good. I like it. Some of the recipes that I use like now are recipes I stole from HelloFresh and the other services. The problem is it's not worth it. Cost-wise, it's way too much. So when I use them, it's when they do like, oh, the first 3 meals are 70% off, and then the next 3 meals are 50% off. I just do those first 3 meals and cancel it. Because afterwards, it's like $20 a meal. That's per person or something stupid. Like, it gets really expensive quick. And it's like, that's the equivalent of like eating out. If I'm paying eat out prices, I'm not cooking it myself. Okay, so we have that. Keeps. I'm fine with the fact that my hair loss is a thing. I don't need keeps. I subscribe to the same thing that not William Shatner, Patrick Stewart said in an interview. Patrick Stewart in an interview when he got the role of Captain Picard there, he was interviewed by somebody and they're like, but you're bald. Would you think in the 23rd century or whatever, you think they would have cured male pattern baldness? And then Patrick Stewart looks at the interviewer and he looks back and is like, in the 23rd century, nobody will care. So yeah, cool. I really don't care. I have to buy less shampoo. Oh no. So I've got these things. So we've got thrusters here to make it go fast. I'm gonna need to glue these in. I gotta watch all TNG. I've watched some of TNG, but I haven't like watched it all. Okay. Ah. So the only problem with this E6000, it like oozes out for a while. So you gotta like cap it real quick. Getting sunburnt scalp. I've started wearing hats more. Okay, so we got these thrusters here. This makes me go faster. Why? There we go. So there we go. Thrusters to make the robot faster. Is that it? got the thrusters, got that. I gotta glue this onto this. It's all, so much of this is glued together. Like, nothing against it, it's just I'm not used to that. But wait until winter, you'll care. Well, that's why I grow the beard. I figure, you know, the hair loss, the increased cooling effect of the hair loss will be countered by the increased insulation of the beard. It will even out. I know it won't, but that's what I'm telling myself. There we go. We got that. That's the battery plate. Won't need that for a while. Where's my only benchies hat? Hey. It's just, if you've been watching the streams this week, and I think maybe last week I mentioned it too, it's that time of the year where I don't have the AC on because it's nice and cool, but if I'm in this room and the printers are running, it gets pretty warm pretty quick. It's not winter where it's just cool and I'm fine. Actually, the AC is on. Where'd I put the hat? There we go. But also, because I'm leaning over a lot with this build, the hat, you know, blocks it. So if I'm doing a build where I'm going to be leaning over and using the overhead cam a lot, especially electrical, I won't wear the hat. .3D print a fan? I do have a fan. It's just upstairs. The little guy stole it. Okay, so we've got some stuff we got to do here. So we've got our servo, and this goes all the way down here, and this plugs into there. So luckily, I don't need to extend this. This is great. So, Mr. Robot, you can go in here, and this plugs into channel 4, because channel 4 on this controller, and if you've never used a controller like this, so there's different modes. Sticks mode. Okay, so if you look at sticks mode, I have channel 1 and channel 2 on this controller, on this side. The reason for that is this goes to the middle, okay? So because this is a tank, this is forward, this is backwards. On something like a plane or a quad, there really isn't reverse. So usually you have, this is your throttle, okay? So this stays where it's at, and then this is, I think, roll or pitch. I can't remember on a quad. And then this is like, you pivot around. So this on a quad does this. This right here does this, like rotate left and right. And then this is your throttle. So you have to like play with your throttle and this at the same time to like a helicopter basically on a quad. But this is a tank. So this, both motors forward, both motors backwards. If I let go, it goes to the middle, it stops moving. Move slow to the front left. Like you get the idea. So on this one, channel 4 is left, right, as you can see, and that will be my bludger. So when I move this to the left, it moves to the left. When I move this to the right, it moves to the right. Easy peasy. Stick mapping for quads is still, yeah. Failsafe city. Also, I don't know if this has failsafes because I'm pretty sure it does, but I don't know for sure. We'll find out at Earth. If it starts running down the road and somebody has to like shoot it with a shotgun because it's about to run into the crowd, so be it. Okay, so that is that. So I'm gonna shove all this extra wire. It's kind of annoying with the robot. There we go, take his head off. It's a little bit easier to work on him. So how I've got this, I've got the receiver is plugged, it is Velcroed. I got Velcro here so I can remove it if I need to. The antennas are kind of wedged in here. Okay, I've got a 5-volt fan that's I put a DuPont on it, and it's plugged into channel 3 just because I'm using 1 to 4. Simple as that. I took out the servos, by the way, so there's more air movement too to help keep the ESC cold along with the fan. The fan is a 5-volt fan. This outputs anywhere from, well, I think it could max at 6.5 volts. So we are overvolting the fan a little bit. I really don't care. It'll blow harder, and if it dies, it dies. It's not a huge deal. This will shove into here. Also, there's supposed to be a part here. I think this is it. And it's supposed to be like you put a magnet so that the rider doesn't fall out. My rider is held in pretty tight. Worst comes to worst, I'll just glue them in place, honestly, because I want this to be open more, this trench, because that's where all my main the power goes through. So I just want it to be open more. I don't want it to be tight, essentially. Okay, so that goes there. I wish there were zip ties. If you ever watch this, zip tie holder locations would be super awesome here. But I don't think I have any. I don't think I have any of the clip-on ones or the stick-on ones. I used to have a bunch of them, and I don't know where they're at. They don't use the mag base. Okay, cool. So we're good there. So now this, we need to make work. So how this works, I've said it before, but there's a switch in the head, okay? So we got ourselves a switch, okay? So we got a switch here, and when this knocks off, you need to power it off. So on my ESCs, okay, we've got 2 ESCs here. So this power comes from the batteria. The batteria goes through this Y splitter into both ESCs. Oh, the battery's on, or that's on. So both of these plug into the receiver, okay? Now, only one of these needs to power the receiver. So this one, I've actually gone and removed the power because you got a signal, a positive, and a negative. I've cut the positive on this ESC. If I need to, it's a DuPont. I can always put it back on if I need to. But this ESC1 here powers the receiver. So there's an on-off switch on both ESCs. ESC2 is just left on. So I leave it on, and I just kind of shove it down here, and I forget about it. This one now, because this one's also powering the receiver, when you turn this on, it powers on the receiver. When you turn it off, it powers off the receiver. Simple as that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this, and we're gonna put a connector to this, because this is the wire that comes from the head. So now, instead of this switch turning the robot on and off, this will turn the robot on and off. Easy peasy. There's a good zip tie anchor. I used to have the packs of the 3M ones with the sticky back. I used to have a whole bunch of them, and I've just kind of used them up over the years, unfortunately. Just trying to check up on chat. So yeah, so once we get that done, that's pretty much it for getting this functional. Again, I've gone and I've simplified it. I'm not using the servos for the arms. I've got no LEDs in it. The only funky thing I have is a fan. In my thinking, less shit to break. Because I've never done this before. I don't want to invest a ton of time in this, especially because I got 4 days to get this operational. So we're just gonna kind of go with it. So if I need to plug these in, I'm plugging that in there. So, oh man, that's getting heavy quick. Okay. So we need to cut this. So let's do that right now. What's your plan for streams this week? There will be the Tuesday stream. If we don't finish this, or if I break this and need to fix it, we'll do that on Tuesday. Also, that will be secondary though. Tuesday, I have a second cube kit we will be unboxing. That will be the Tuesday stream, and then if we need to fiddle with this, we'll do that too. And then obviously there won't be a Friday stream because I'm going to be driving to Earth. So what if I have time? I will do a Thursday stream, but it will just be a print and chill stream. It'll just be a hangout stream on Thursday. Again, both streams, if I do any stream this week coming up, will be 11 a.m. Eastern, because the scheduling. Now, also when I come back, the first stream after Earth will not be the Tuesday because I'm driving Tuesday. It'll be Wednesday and then Friday. So that will be it. It's also another reason I'm streaming today. I lost 2 weeks of revenue in the past 2 months, so. Papa YouTube don't pay you when you don't make content. But also, there should be a video this week too. Yeah. I don't know if I'll get the pad, not the pad 5, the, I'm gonna use this connector. Yeah, let's use this connector. I haven't used this connector. We'll use this connector. I've tried to use up all these old connectors that I have that I don't use anymore. Because I bought these like before I went to microfits, and I'm running low on microfits, so I'm trying to save microfits right now. What was I gonna say? But yeah, there should be a video this week that will be on the Friday or the Saturday. At Murph, or at Earth, there will be a live stream, as long as I got good data. And then there will also be several videos filmed at Earth, and also print solid. So yeah. So you guys will not be lacking for content, hopefully. What does this tank thing do? It tanks. So this is a deathracer. I know I said it at the beginning of the stream, but it's a deathracer. So if you went to Murph, or you saw some of Joel's videos from Murph, there were a few people that had these there. These are 3D printed, basically combat robots, but like PG rated combat robots. So they're jousting robots. They have a little boom arm on them, and you have a little robot rider. And the whole point is you're supposed to knock your opponent's head off. So it's basically BattleBots meets Rock'em Sock'em robots. And at Earth, there's going to be a bunch of people with these. And by a bunch, I mean a lot, I think. So yeah. So I've never done any, if you've been following this channel for a while, you know I don't really do a lot of big projects. I build printers and printers accessories. That's pretty much what I've been doing, and I want to move away from that. I don't want to just build Vorons all day and other 3D printers. So like, for example, I got the Mandalorian armor. I'm building a suit of Mando armor. Got the helmet there. I just did a video on it yesterday. But another thing I want to get into is these kind of things. I got the 3D printed tank. I got the head of Mames. I want to do stuff with my 3D printers. So yeah, that's basically it. Okay, right about there, I guess. Print an RC airplane. Okay. I don't see why not. I gotta do the streamer thing. If we hit 400 likes on this video, I'll build an RC airplane. I mean, I've got the controller now. I've got a receiver. How hard could it be? Like, I literally did not realize how easy RC stuff is. It's like, okay, you plug ESC1 into the motor. You take your ESC, you feed it power. You plug it into the motor. You plug it into channel 1 on your receiver. And then whatever channel 1 is moves. Done. I'm like, that's it? Like, there's no programming. You can adjust some settings in your receiver, but like, if you wanted to build a simple car with a single motor and a servo for turning, it's literally, you could plug it in and go, okay, forward, backwards, left, right. Just depending on how you plugged it in. That's it. There's nothing. I'm like, that's it. I just put my printed IL2 into the ground at 70 miles per hour. Oof. The commissar did not like that one. Need lightweight PLA for planes. I think people use PETG a lot, if I'm not mistaken. Because you can print like one layer and get really good layer adhesion. I think that's what people use. If I'm not mistaken, I can't remember. Okay, I don't think it matters which way I plug this. It's a switch. Okay. So let's hook this all up and make sure I'm working. So on the right camera, yeah, good enough camera. Right camera, wrong camera, good enough camera. Okay, so channel 1. And I've got everything labeled too, which is really nice. Channel 2. Servo's plugged in. Fans are plugged in. Connect my switch. Okay. So that's all plugged in. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna like actually screw it all down yet. There's no point, but I'm gonna at least line it all up. Yeah, see, I don't like. I'm gonna have to like play around with where some of these wires sit and glue some stuff in, or at least tape it in some locations. So got a little bit right clearance. There we go. Okay. That is that. That is that. Okay, let me get a batteria. Battery 2, because battery 1's getting a little low, needs a charge. Okay, I didn't put that in right, but whatever. Okay, so the head's off. I should not be connected. Okay, we're dead. So now when I flip this, it should connect. Connected. Forward, back, left, right, servo. And then you knock the head off, and it's dead. Voila! We have ourselves a combat robot. Okay, let's unconnect them. Oop, make sure all this is nice and tight. And then I will go ahead and actually do this all, like button it up. No LED on the switch? No! I didn't wire it up. I have to run separate power for it, and I think I have to run like higher, like 5 volts isn't enough. I think it's like 20 volts or more. So yeah, we're not gonna play with the LED. Plus, I didn't really print anything clear, so you're not gonna see it anyways. So you go under there. Okay, get my button down screws. Test it if you hold the throttle up and hit the kill switch, see if the motors keep running. Okay. I will do that in a second. I'm pretty sure it kills it right dead though, but we'll see. Okay, so let's put you in the butt. Get some power. Tons of room to get this in. Okay. So I can hear the fan going, so we got fan, okay. So we're going forward, driving my tank. Turns off. Yep. And the fan turns off too, so. But yeah, there is an LED in there, but I don't think it's 3-piece toggle rocker illuminated 3-pin. Yeah, I think 12 volt. It needs 12 volt for the LED to work, I think. Because I tried it with a battery and it didn't work. Like a 9-volt battery isn't enough for the LED to work. So yeah. So it needs 12 volt for the battery to, or for the LED and the switch to work. So that is that. So now I got to put the bludger on. So this goes through and screws in. Okay. Well, it's a 25 kilogram servo. Oh yeah. Okay, maybe I didn't clear this one all the way. There we go. So that is that. So I gotta play with the adjustment here. Okay, because with this on, zoom out. As you can see, we don't have full travel. And it's not sitting right in the back, so okay. System. Nope. Is it trim? Throttle curve. Endpoints. Display, aux channels, subtrim. Trying to remember, I think there's a way to set your offset. Should be able to adjust the end. Is that what it is? Endpoints? Endpoints, okay. So channel 4. Let's try 125. Okay, 120. Okay, so trim for... Is it sub trim? Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, so that's that. And then endpoint adjust. Endpoints. What? I'm at 120% for the endpoint. That's all I'm gonna get? Okay. Like, it should be enough to knock somebody's head off. The trim below the control. Well, that moves that. But it's the swing. I'm not getting a whole physical rotation. Well, if I turn it off, so let's go to max, kill it. Like, I can move this all the way. Endpoints for channel 4. Can't go higher than 120. There is a resistor mod you have to do. Okay, how do I resistor mod it? If somebody can link me it on the Discord, it's only 653, and I've got a pack of resistors here. I hope. Yeah, I've got resistors. I don't know if they're all the same, but I think I have resistors. $220, 100, 230. Well, have to add a resistor inside the servo? What? New 2.2k ohm. Okay, what do I got? What do I got? I got not that. 1k, 10k, 2k. I've got 2k. I've got 2k resistors. I'm assuming 2k is good enough. 1m. 2k will work, yeah. Okay. So we got resistors. How easy is this to do? How easy? If somebody can link me the mod on the Discord, if possible, or DM me it. Okay, let me see here if I can find it. Servo, ooh, excuse me, resistor mod. Okay, so is this it? 180 degree. So you gotta open that up. You got that. So I need to put yeah, you know what? I think we're just gonna let it be. Like, what I might do, honestly, is move the arm so that so that like my right side gives me a full swing, and then I only got a little on the left. I think, yeah, I'm looking at this here and I'm like, looking at that, yeah. You know what we're gonna do? This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do, folks. Let me take this off. Now, I live in North America, so when I drive down the road, I pass people on the right. Because I live in North America. So, I'm gonna set this up so that a full arm swing on the left and not a full swing on the right. Because that way, my North American brain, I'll naturally, whenever I go towards somebody, I'll be aiming for their left. I'll hit them. I'll swing out that side all the way, I think. Big brain, big brain, big brain. Okay. I think that's a valid tactic. Like that sounds. Yeah, because I'm going to swing out to the, or should I do the right? I have one servo, but that other servo only did like 20 degrees, or like did 25. I have it right here. I might try modding this later to see if I don't screw it up. But this one, I'd rather have something I know is functional for this event. And that way, if I break it, I thought you should leave it. I'd rather get full swing one way. From what I saw, honestly, at Murph, most people got taken out from with the boom just behind them by like spinning. Spinning is a good trick, okay? Not only does it work for Anakin, apparently it works here. So spinning is a good trick, and we're gonna rely on spinning a lot, I think. Because you can't knock my head off if I'm just death spinning the whole time, right? So yeah, so now, yeah, so there you go. Where's the draw? We're not doing a draw today. This is an impromptu stream with no plan. I have no timetable. I'm not doing a draw today. This is just a hangout stream. Ooh. There we go. Okay. So there you go. So we got left, right. This is exactly the same as it was before. I think this is exactly the same as it was before. Screw it. This is what we get. Oh, because it's a resistor, right? So where it just knows from wherever you set it, it can go X amount. Okay. So now I got my battery door. I don't know what holds the battery door in. I gotta figure that out. There we go. So there we go. Deathracer. Just put some screws in there to hold it for now. Yeah, I'll make it work later. Cool. Voila! C'est un robot. It's a robot. Look at the robot. It does robot things. Okay, so let's take a look at this mod. Let's get the battery out first. Okay, battery's out. Put the head on now and not lose the head. There we go. Where is my crappy servo that I'm gonna butcher? Right here. Okay. Because you readdressed, yeah. Okay. So, first things first, I have to open this up. Build a ski ride. What's a ski ride? Time is it? 7? You buy 180 degree servo. This is a 180 degree servo. It moves a little over 90 degrees. That is a 270 degree servo. It moves just under 180. Yeah. And these aren't like cheap ones. These are, I think these are about $25 each on Amazon Canada, so. RC Snowmobile. Winter is coming, and I do live in Canada, so. Transmitter limit issue. Is that something I could fix in the Fly Sky receiver? Or the transmitter? Or the controller? Like, is it something I can fix? I did adjust, here, I'll plug it in just so you guys can see what I've done. So. This in. Okay, so just so you guys can see what I've played with so far, just so we're all on the same page. Okay, so that is as far as it goes. So here, for reference, okay, we got a reference here. I won't move the camera. Okay, there we go. It's the bar is in line with the battery. Actually, that doesn't stand out. Let's use this. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the bar is in line with the battery. That's as far as we get. So if I go in here and go to endpoints, channel 4 is where is what I got this plugged into. So now I set it back to 100%. Oh, I moved the, shoot, I moved it. Actually, we got a little bit less. Okay, we got less, but my endpoints, so I can set it to 120 and I'll get more movement, but I can't go above 120. It won't let me go above 120. So now I can go further, but I can't go above 120. And I can't select the other thing. So it only, like, it won't let me select. Let's try. Like, for some reason on some of these it won't let me select the, I don't know what the other value is, but I can only go to 120. Okay. Then on one move the stick, it will change. Try the top switches. I don't think these switches do anything. Like, I don't know what these knobs do. Okay, but channel 5 and 6, these? Okay, but what should I do on channel? Move the stick to. Oh, what do you move the stick to change the other? Oh, I see. Okay, 120. Okay. Yeah, I wish I could go above 120. I can't go above 120. Yeah, I can't go above 120. So at least I got that. So for reference, there's straight lined up. I don't know, you can't see really. Camera's not lined up with it straight. So I got there, and I got there. So it's not bad. I have to assign them to a channel. What do you mean assign them to a channel? Assign what? Okay, but what do the switches even do? Like, what can I do with these switches? Check the Discord. Okay, let me check the Discord. Fixing it. Okay. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Oh, no, maybe this one? There we go. Okay, so we got this. Oh, is this the mod? Yeah, I don't want to be modding these like this close to it. Yeah. Like I might fiddle around with the other one just on my own time to see if I can fix it, but whatever you want. Lights. I don't have any lights, so I think this is fine because what I'm gonna do is just drive up to people and then just crank right and just death spin until I knock their head off. I think that's the valid course of action. The only cool solution is to program a seed Arduino to act as a no. The servo uses an internal potentiometer to know where it is. The resistor mod is used to lie the servo so it moves more. That makes sense. Is it something I could just do in line? Like I can't just splice it into the cable. I gotta open these up and like do voodoo. How strong is this? So if I get that to the right, if I come in and hit that, oh. Wow, that server's got some power. Ooh, don't flip that switch. Okay, let's turn this off before I accidentally gun it off the bench. Get more damage. Yeah, I want to drive this around now. That's the problem. Okay, so what battery I got? I got battery 2's got more juice in it. What can you drive these batteries to? It's 3.2 volts per cell, right? It's low. So I bought these a while ago. You plug them in to your battery, and it tells you what you got. So 2 cells, all 7.6 volt. Cell 1, 1.79. Cell 2, 3.81. Okay, so that's that one. This one I've been using to drive around, and I did fully charge it at one point. 2 cell, all 7.1. So this one's lower charge, 3.57 to 3.60. Yeah. Did Calvin get to drive it yet? No. So I'm gonna go take this outside and drive it around. I think that's about it. So let's plug you in. There we go. So the only thing that's being powered right now is one ESC. It's not actually driving anything to the motors. But one thing I gotta do is this, because these, yeah, I gotta, where's my tap? Tappy tap tap. Because the 2-piece doesn't quite work with the locking mechanism for this. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of friction lock it by just shoving some screws through here and just let the screws make it so this can't slide down. Turn off the transmitter while driving. Well, we did. I was driving it. I held onto the back and I pushed forward on the throttle and I knocked the head off and it turned off. And then also yesterday when I was bombing around the street, the the receiver was just kind of sitting on top, and several times it fell off and disconnected from the wires and everything just stopped. So turn off the transmitter. Well, I unplugged the transmitter. Oh, the transmitter, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we'll try that in a second here. Let me just put the back cover on. Okay, so you go in here. Things fall off your equipment. This robot is basically Ivan Drago. If it dies, it dies. Oh, I gotta drill a hole. That don't want to work. Okay, 1 second here. One second here. I need an itty bitty drill. Where's my itty bitty drill? There's my drill. Where's my little drill bit? I used to have an itty bitty drill bit and I don't know where I put it. I'm pretty sure I lost it. I'm not too happy about that. This'll work. There we go. Try not to drill into the battery. There we go. No, why aren't you? I gotta take that off. In a pinch, you can use a drill bit as a Dremel or an end mill, just so you know. We're butchers. You're butchers. Mobile stream. I know somebody just said that. I'm trying to it while not even looking at the camera. I know. I don't know if I could keep the stream live and go mobile and switch it over. I don't know if I can. And I don't want to broadcast where I live. So, unfortunately, I don't think we'll be doing that. But I will try. Yeah, it's the battery inside. Yeah, the battery's inside. Drilling to the battery provides content. This is true. There we go. So on the original one-piece design, which I have here actually, there's like a part that this screws into and the two-piece doesn't have it. So because it slides up and down, what I've done is I put the screw through it so that it can't slide down, so that this is now locked in there. So this is now a completed deathracer. I can put the head on and okay, so if I'm driving forward, okay, we're driving, head gets knocked off, it's dead, okay. So how do I do this? Okay, so now, if the receiver turns off, so driving forward, and, oh, I gotta, yeah. This is kind of hard to do. Yeah. Okay, it's still going. Okay, so that's not good. If the receiver turns off while it's getting throttle, it still keeps going. How do I set that fail-safe up? Okay, is there a failsafe setting? How do I set a failsafe? Sorry, I did not design that 2-piece space for the original back cover. I will update it after. Okay. Under failsafes, you want the value to be 0. Okay, so where is failsafes on here? So system, model select, model name, type select, model copy, model reset, RX setup, failsafes. There we go. So failsafe, channel 1 is off. So it shows everything being off on failsafe. All channels. So everything's set to off. Oh, turn them on. Okay. Oop. I don't know why these numbers are 98 and 17%, but there we go. All I care about is movement. Okay. Okay, so try this again. So if I'm going forward, nope. Oh, turned off. Okay. There we go. Turn it on. Okay, we're good. There we go. There we go. Only in channel 1, channel 2. It's true. There we go. There you go. Okay, so we got fail safes are on. Okay. Oh, because of the trim. Yeah, that makes sense. And then I don't know what channel 3, because channel 3 is running the battery. Turn you off. There we go. Safe RC practices. Yeah, I don't want this flying. So, that's it. The deathracer is done. I'm gonna go drive it around outside for a bit while we still have some daylight, maybe. Yeah, so this is it. The only mods I've done to this, side skirt. I made the skirt bigger so it sits up higher, so it covers, like it's the treads are nearly covered by the side skirt. And if you look, I've got a bit of springiness to them. I want you to bounce off these. I don't want these to get driven into the skirt, so they kind of are splayed out a bit. Hopefully everything's ABS on the skirts. The blue's ABS. Everything else is CF nylon except for the 2-part body is CFP ETG. I don't even have the servos in it, but the only mod also I have a fan, a 5-volt fan blowing onto the ESCs to keep them cool. How much does it weigh? Let's find out. Where's my scale? Yeah, where is my scale? Can I weigh this on here? Is the scale gonna bottom out? Okay. Oop, gotta zero the scale. Where'd the head go? Uh-oh, I lost me head. Oh, there it is. Okay. So it weighs, with the battery, 3.3 kilograms. 3.3 kilograms with the battery. Where's the STL for the side panel? This is just the generic blank side panel. I literally took it into Windows 3D Builder and stretched it. Yeah, I butchered it, but it's just the blank side panel. I might put some stickers on here. I wish I had more Nero 3D stickers, but I do not. But I do have, let me go digging, because Printed Solid is sponsoring my Murph trip. David, you do get a sticker on the side. So, put that there. There you go. So David, you get to sponsor that. What else? What other stickers do I got? Let's see. I got a whole bunch of stickers. I got to go through these one day. I've got so many stickers. I've got MZ bot stickers. I got so many MZ bot stickers. Sparta, LDO. Yeah. I got DFH. Should I put the DFH sticker on it? Here, will the eat, sleep, print, repeat sticker fit? That's too big. Shut up, receiver. But yeah, I'm gonna sticker bomb it. I'm gonna sticker bomb the side plates. That's actually one of the reasons I left them blank. I want to sticker bomb them so they get some nice damage, and then after I can mount them somewhere. Why did you go with CF instead of glass filled? I have some glass filled. I couldn't get it to print good. I kept getting not great prints out of it, so I kind of stopped it. Strap a rubber ducky to it. I could glue a rubber ducky on it. Structural stickers. Like, I could stick the rubber ducky, the Big Tree Tech rubber ducky on it. Or put them on the boom. Should I put them on the boom? I kind of want to put them on the boom. Like, have them riding up top on the boom arm. But I don't want to do that yet because I want to strap my GoPro to this for a bit. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I know I've got a bunch of stickers. I got to put more stickers on here. I've got so many stickers, but they're all just kind of sitting here. Gotta dig through all my stickers. I got so many Paymon and Wubby stickers. Okay, whatever. Fabrico. Sparta 3D. The problem is I don't want to use stickers for stuff that, like, it has nothing to do with this. Pretty Solid sponsoring my Earth trip, so. Big Tree Ducky has head. Well, here's the thing. People are doing all kinds of funky stuff with the head, including putting a benchy as the head. Think about it. This is going to hit it. You don't want a benchy, which is just going to leverage it more to knock the head off. Like, I know I'm thinking a little too competitively for this, but yeah. I do want to make an apron for him, though. I am going to make an apron for him. So, yeah, I am going to make a little apron for him. Okay, I think we're going to call it there. That was just this was an impromptu stream. Hope you guys had fun. I'm going to go rip it around the neighborhood. If there's sunlight, I'll try and get a video. If not, I'll record something tomorrow with a charged battery. But yeah, this is the deathracer. So I'll take some pictures of it. There we go. What's the story with the conspiracy apron? If you need to know, you don't need to know. So yeah, we're gonna call it there. A handsome Squidward face. Oh no, he's hot. So yeah, we're gonna call it there. Yeah, hope you had fun. I'll see you guys Tuesday. Take the mini. I could put the mini Nero head on it. I would have to modify it. I got to figure out the whole pattern for it, but I could do that. But yeah. Anyways, bye. Hope you had fun. Nobody donated or became members, so I don't need to thank anyone, but I thank you for coming because these are always fun to do. Yeah. Cheers. No draw. We didn't do a draw today because this was an impromptu. I don't like doing draws when it's not a regular stream. So yeah. Bye. Sunday. Go have fun. Enjoy the very last of your weekend. Bye.